Welcome to New Lands. This is a new map out on PC Mod Hub. I think it's even on console, but don't quote me on that. This is a nice map. Let me just get out and say it. If you like No Man's Land, but you wish there was just a little bit more going on in the map, this is the map for you. I think the map maker was going with that, with the title, like the name of it. New Lands, No Man's Land, you know, a little bit of a ring to it. When you start out a new farmer, you start out at the shop here with $100,000 and it starts you out at 830. You got a fuel point right here at the store. Your store trigger is right there. I'm assuming this is your repair point. It's got the markers on the ground. It's your workshop trigger right there. What you start out with on New Farmer, you start out with the Valtra N74, 201 horsepower, so you get the big motor in that. Got the Rosselmash harvester, got a tipper, a header for the harvester, got a plow, a direct drill seeder, stump grinder, a front loader, manure fork, log fork, and a weight. That's what you start with on New Farmer. The map looks like this, nicely laid out. As you can see, there is only the one field, and we don't even own it. What we do own when we start a New Farmer is the highway system, a little bit of forest up here, which you can't really use, and all the roads. Great for placeables. I love that. The map maker has made that available. It also costs $0. So if you want to sell that, doesn't cost you anything. You want to buy it again, doesn't cost you anything, which is nice. The plots of land around here vary: 274,000, 273. Bigger chunks of land, not much in that. That's all mountains, so not that big of a price tag. Come over into areas like this, that would be a good area to buy, over 300,000, so on and so forth. Nothing's too crazy expensive, which is great. That one's getting up there a bit. But where they want you to start out on this map is down by field 1. To buy that, you're looking at 18,000. So if you're starting out a New Farmer, because that's what we're on, you don't own this, you still have to buy it. That is where our machinery is located at. As you can see, we got the Rosselmash and everything else that I went through down here in this little yard area right next to field 1. There is wheat growing in field 1 when I started this. It's not owned by you. Once again, you have to buy it. So now we own field 1. So that is really nice that the field doesn't require plowing or lime when you start off, even though you don't own the field, so I guess it's a give and take. If you did buy that field, that's your starting money right there, $81,783. Of course, with easy dev controls and everything, you can easily just give yourself more money and get doing what you actually want. So if we open up our map here, we're down bottom central part of the map where your start farm, if you want to call it that, is located. We're going to jump up into the air here, take a little fly around, look at some different areas, check out the town up top there, and everything else along the way. So here we are up in the air, just above the starting cheap area. And what is nice about this, if you do start here, to expand the fields and to do the forestry, because at the end of the day, this is like a forestry homesteading map. You come in, you clear the land, you start farming. The nice thing is about this area, it's not overly populated with trees to where it will take you 6-7 hours to just get the land cleared. Because realistically, if you're doing this as like a survival mode, you're not going to have big equipment. I know there's many different ways to play the game. You can play it however you'd like. That's up to you. But the way this map, in my own opinion, is designed is you're supposed to come in with next to nothing and make something of yourself. So that is a nice thing that he did, or she, the map maker. I'll have to put his name somewhere on the screen here now. I can't actually quite remember it, but it is a beautiful map. So if we come in to the map, we don't own any of this. We don't own that much, so your only choice of expanding off of what you actually own is this little strip right here. So you don't have much to clear, which is nice. You can make a decent sized field out of that and start making a name for yourself, which is great. Right next to the start farm, we've got our spinnery, which is right over here. And we also have one of the grain sell points. So this is where you come sell your grain, all that good stuff. You got a little scale here to scale in, dump your grain right next door. So carrying on from here, we're at the bottom part of the map, bottom central. Got a lot of open land in here. We've got that nice highway system and a couple of roundabouts. So hopefully you like roundabouts. And if you don't, well, there's a roundabout way of getting around that, and that's so from up here you can see that there's a lot of different smaller roads, trails, goat paths, dirt paths, whatever you want to call them, and they come down into little areas, which I think is intending of like where you could start a farm or expand like a house or whatever the case may be. This type of map is big for imagination. You've got the area. If you can imagine it, you can do it. So there's definitely a lot of potential, a lot of open room, a lot of different starting areas. And as you can see, the closer we get to the town, the denser the forest gets. You got the mountains over there, a lot of trees. We've got a nice big dense section of trees right here in the center. Now, granted, these are all different parcels. So where we are now, you would have to buy this one, which is actually fairly cheap. But if you want to go on this side of the road, that's going to be more and more and so on and so forth. But it is nice that this one is clumped together. This would probably be a good starting area between you, me, and the fence post, because you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, a lot of land, a lot of forestry area. You'll be able to get a lot of stuff done in this nice big area. And it's not that expensive. So we were going up this road here. This road leads us right up to the highway. Nice junction interchange here. First thing on the left as you come into town is going to be your animal dealer, where you can pick up your animals, transport them to your farm. If you want to do animals, that's up to you. But it's nice that it is included on the map. You come in here. Since I'm in flight mode without any animal pens, I can't bring anything up. Oh, I'm a liar. Apparently I can bring everything up. So I'm assuming this is where you buy them, and that's where you load them or park your trailer, which is very nice. Got a couple nice little houses along through here. If you want to do like more of a role play thing, you've got the options. Want to do like a lawn mowing simulator, you've got smaller lawns here. You've got some apartment buildings, pedestrians walking, nice little walking trail. If you come down in through here, you'll reach a spinnery. There is 2 spinneries on the map. We had one down here where we started. We've got this one up in the town as well. So we have 2 places to sell your wool. If we come over to here, we've got spinnery 1 and spinnery 2. Sell your cotton, eggs at the spinnery as well, and wool. Very nice. Got more than enough spots to sell all of your standard crop types. So you can have a bit of competition between the two, which is nice. For a very empty open map, there is a lot of detail, and it's not really empty, which is very unique and everything. It's nicely laid out and set up for a lot of different things. Right here is a sawmill, your village sawmill. As you can hear, the saw is going in the background. That's your trigger there. And just bring your trailer up and you'll sell the wood. Coming through the main part of town here into another roundabout. On our left here is the shop where we started at and a fuel point, which is nice. This is a happy medium. You build it yourself, but there is stuff to rely on. You've got this town, you've got sell points. You can come in. It just opens up the door of how you want to play it. You don't have to play it as a hardcore survival. You don't have to play it as a start from scratch, because you do start with some equipment and you do start with a field. And you've got this nice town. If you want to do a role play, you can. There's already that infrastructure there to start with, which is awesome. So coming through town here, we've got a roundabout, a very unique golden statue. Nicely done. But yeah, a very nice center point of the town. Go around the roundabout. Once again, more houses, like a residential area. Up top here, you would get to this through that intersection right across the road from the shop. This is your barn sell point. You can sell all your bales, straw, hay, silage if you don't own the biogas plant, all right back into here. Carrying on, we'll go up this road. We got a nice dense forest on both sides here. Prices for this area, not bad. 93, 130. Can't really complain. Going along this road, we come up to the biogas plant, which you do have to purchase. And the biogas price is $69,984. So let's buy that. So if you were to buy the starting farm area and the biogas plant, you're looking at $11,799 left. So very little starting capital, but at the biogas plant, it is a high tip, so not a tip in on the floor, so keep that in mind. We've got two nice big bunker silos with light. A bit of storage here as well, which is beautiful. It's always nice to have storage. Your digestate is just where you come in. It is a little tight getting in and out of here by the looks of it. You come in undercover through the scale, and you got to get turned around in a very small area. So those big massive trailers might not be super feasible to get it in and out. I'm sure you'll find a way. We also do have a fuel point right here as well to get your fuel in case you wanted to leave a vehicle up here or two for doing your silage operation. You don't have to worry about transporting fuel back and forth, which is great. We've got a couple other small little paths coming up towards the edge of the map. If you want to work solely in the hills, you definitely can. It is nice looking out and beyond. You can see where the map ends, but when you're down here, it just looks like it carries on and on and on. He's definitely got it set up nice to where it just looks like the map keeps going, and once you're in the map, it feels a lot bigger than what it actually is. So, we started down at the bottom here. We came up this road. We checked out the town, and the barn, and the biogas plant, but we completely missed the dairy station and the grain elevator past the barn. So we're going to go look at that now. So now that we're up here at the dairy and another grain station, this is what it looks like. Nice area. Once again, small gate to get in. I feel like if you're going to be using bigger equipment, This is going to be the deciding factor of what you can and can't use. Doesn't matter how big of equipment you got in the field, if you can't get a truck and a trailer into the sell point, there's no sense of having the big equipment. So we've got our dairy station just right over here in this trigger, and we've got our grain mill right here on this drive-through spot as well, which is very nice. It's a nice big open area to come in and turn around, but once again, you got to get through that tight gate. So if we come back down this road, down past the barn sell point, we'll come into town, and we'll follow the highway back down the west side of the map. It is nice having the highway, just adds a lot more life to it, I find. Got this massive interchange here to where you'd come up, hit the roundabout to come off the highway. And once you get off the highway, you're going to come up to the sawmill. There is 2 sawmills, the one in the town and this one here. So this is your wood trigger here. You got to back your vehicle in this little bay right here. As you can see, anything outside of the bounds doesn't get sold. So it is a fairly small spot that you got to back into. Just makes it a little bit more challenging. So is the one in the village. It's also a tight spot as well. So I'm assuming this spot here would be for your wood chips. Nicely detailed, lots of little odds and ends kicking around. The building itself is raised up a little bit, so that might need an update. If you're looking at the right angle, can't really see anything. But yeah, it is a little high, or the ground's a little low, however you want to look at it. So if you've got crazy OCD, I would wait for an update. If not, just get on here, start playing. It's a beautiful map. So we've got one more sell point to look at here, and that's the last grain mill. We do have a total of 3 grain sell points on this map. Got the central grain elevator, the grain elevator east, and the grain mill. Grain mill doesn't take everything. Doesn't take your canola or your sunflowers, but it takes everything else that the standard crops are. The other 2, the grain elevator and the central grain elevator, does do your root crops as well. You only have the one spot for sugarcane if you so choose to get into sugarcane. But all your sell points are here. Even have the slot or space for manure and slurry at the biogas plant. If you own that, that's a really good price for manure and silage as well. Definitely make a lot of money doing silage on this map if you own the biogas plant. The sawmill does pay out decent for wood chips too. Good price for milk. Wool, it's always iffy. Decent prices for eggs, not as high as I've seen it on some maps, but definitely over $2,000, $3,000 per 1,000 liters of eggs. You'll be doing pretty good if you have chickens. And everything else is just pretty standard pricing along through the table here. But this is the last sell point on the map. This has got a nice big gate. Nice and easy to get through with big equipment, which is nice. Got the one sell point. Fair bit of room to turn around. So not too bad there. Another roundabout leading you onto the highway. Hopefully you like roundabouts. There is a G in the center of that roundabout. I wonder if there's any other Easter eggs on this map. Maybe that. So my overall thoughts on this map, I really like it. It's a really nice map. A lot of potential for a lot of different gameplay styles, and no 2 people play this game exactly the same. So the fact that this map gives you so many opportunities to explore different ways of playing, that's great. It's very accepting of your play styles, which is also wonderful. I do really like that you've got multiple sell points for different crops. You've got 3 grain elevators, 2 sawmills, and you do also have that nice little starting plot down there if you choose to go that route. It's definitely a nicely detailed map with the little town here, a couple of other buildings over there, and just the fact that it's got the mountains in the background as well. It's definitely a nice looking map. You got to get in here, you got to drive around it. You can lose hours in this map. I know not everyone likes forestry, myself including. I'm not a huge forestry person, but there's definitely a lot more to this map than just cutting down trees. So I highly recommend you give it a check out, give it a download on the in-game mod hub, and support the map maker. So thank you guys for watching. I haven't done a map tour before, so this is my first one. Let me know how I've done. I know I have been a little all over the place. I don't want this to feel rushed, even though I feel like that's kind of what it came across as. Don't let my horrible map tour skills diminish how this map is. It's a beautiful map. Just get on here and play it. Honestly, that's the best way to do it. But like I was saying, guys, just get in here, play around with it. I'm sure you're going to have a blast. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you like about the map, tell me what you don't. Let me know how I did down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I might do a further video on this if you guys want me to, so let me know down below. Also, if you subscribe, you'll be able to keep up to date with my other 2 series I have going on right now as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.